Hey there! Some of you asked if I could do a video about the frame jig I used in my frame building video. So here's the first of two videos about the jig. In this video I will explain why I built the frame jig the way you see it right here and how it works. In the second video I will show you how I am improving the design with some changes and additions. I also working on some plans for the improved design, so you can build the frame jig yourself if you want. In the end of this video, I will give you a little sneak peek of the improved version. But now let's talk about the design. When I built the frame jig, I didn't have the intention to build a frame jig. I just wanted to build myself a gravel bike, so I somehow needed a frame jig to build the frame in. It was my first bike frame, so I didn't know if I'm capable of building it or if it may be the one and only frame I would ever build. Therefore, I didn't want to spend much money on the jig, and it shouldn't be too complicated to build. I also didn't have special tools like a lathe, a milling machine, or even a 3D printer. So I didn't have many options. Like many other frame jigs, I decided to use aluminum T-slot extrusions, and I tried to use as many off-the-shelf parts as possible. For those who are not familiar with T-slot extrusions, they are mostly used in industrial purposes to build structures for production facilities, robotics, or prototyping. They have different sizes and can be used modular and come with a lot of accessories to bring them together the way you want. The main frame is just a rectangular frame made from 40 by 80 and 40 by 40 mm extrusions, connected with standard connectors. To get a rough idea of the dimensions, you can compare it to the table, which is 120 by 80 centimeters and had the grid of 10 by 10 centimeters on it. For the arms, I just used 90-degree brackets. When loosened, the arms can be moved on the upright extrusions. But this doesn't work very smoothly, which is why I already tried some other solutions, like you can see right here. For the improved version, I think I have found a good working connection. For the tilting mechanism on the head tube and the seat tube assembly, I used off-the-shelf hinges together with these clamps that can slide in two directions. On the rear end, you can see a 3D printed axle holder, together with a dummy axle I machined on the lathe. But this is also something I changed later. Originally, I just used this axle, which is from a disc-tab milling device. Then I used a little piece of extrusion and this crude clamping mechanism to hold the axle. It worked, but not very accurately, and it is a pain to set up. In a regular frame jig, the head tube and the seat tube are held in place with cones, so different sized tubes are always centered in the jig. The cones you see here I machined later when I got my table lathe. Back then, not having a lathe, I had to find another solution. I searched the internet and finally found these cones, which are normally used to center motorcycle wheels. Together with those 12 mm internally threaded axles, the cones can be mounted to the extrusion. These cones just have a diameter of 40 mm, so they only work with smaller head tubes and bottom brackets. If you have access to a 3D printer, I would definitely recommend printing parts that fit the tubes correctly and hold them in defined distance to the extrusion. And now I'll show you how to set up the frame jig. It's actually not very convenient to use, which is why I'll be reworking it for the improved version. First, you set the bottom bracket drop by moving the head tube extrusion and the dummy axle holder up or down. You also need to set the height for the head tube. Next, you adjust the distance from the head tube to the bottom bracket, as well as the distance from the bottom bracket to the center of the dummy axle. The last step is setting the angles for the head tube and the seat tube. I used a digital angle gauge for this task. After setting up the frame jig, you can start preparing the tubes and place them in the jig, just as I did in my frame building video. I hope this gave you a good overview of the frame jig and showed you that you don't need fancy tooling to build a basic setup. And here you can see the 3D model of the improved design. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.